Arizona Territory. Red Canyon sunset. A golden sun dips behind jagged red cliffs. Wind howls softly through narrow sandstone walls, carrying dust and memory. Below, in a quiet hollow, a lone Cheyenne woman kneels before a humble grave, stone piled carefully, feathers tied with sinew, turquoise beads glint in the dying light. Her name is Tala, mid-30s. Her eyes are fierce but hollow. Her long braids are streaked with ash. She wears a tattered buckskin shawl over a faded blue cavalry coat, her husband's. He's long gone. They say the canyon carries the cries of the dead, but one cry still belonged to the living. Tala brushes dust from the grave, closes her eyes, whispers something in Cheyenne. The wind answers back, almost like a child's voice. Behind her, a small campfire burns low. A rusted tin pot simmers with bitter herbs. Rock shelter, nightfall. Tala sits beside the flames, silent. She hasn't spoken in days, maybe weeks. A bowl of untouched food cools at her feet. She stares into the fire as if hoping it'll take her with it. EXT. High desert, miles away, same time. A horse barrels across the open plain. Hooves thudding, blood splattering across its flank. On its back, a man slumps forward. Jack Thorne, 40s, sharp-eyed, sunburned, shot through the ribs. His once white shirt is soaked in crimson. He grits his teeth, urging the beast forward. He was no hero, no savior, just a man with blood on his hands and nowhere left to run. Flashback, series of shots, night before. Gunfire lights up a saloon in a lawless town. Jack blasts through swinging doors. A deputy lies dead on the ground. A money bag bursts open. Coins scatter like spilled guilt. A wanted poster slaps against a post. Jack Thorne, dead or alive, $500. EXT, canyon rim, late night. Jack's horse finally collapses from exhaustion. Jack tumbles from the saddle, crawling through brush and stone, gasping. He sees a faint glow ahead, fire. He limps toward it, clutching his side. His vision sways. Tala's camp, continuous. Tala stands when she hears a branch snap. She snatches up a knife, made of obsidian. The firelight reveals Jack, staggering, collapsing. Tala circles him slowly. Tala, Cheyenne. Leave, ghost. Jack groans. Barely conscious. Jack, weakly. Water, please. She stands frozen. Knife still raised. A long silence. The wind howls through the canyon like it's judging her. Then she drops to one knee and begins to drag him toward the rock shelter. Rock shelter, later that night. Jack lies on a bed of buffalo hide. His shirt has been cut open, revealing a ragged bullet wound. Tala presses hot stones wrapped in wet moss to the wound. Jack moans. She doesn't flinch. She pours bone broth between his lips. He swallows. As he slips back into unconsciousness, Tala ties a leather strap around his wrist and fastens it to a nearby stone with sinew rope. EXT, canyon dawn. Light floods the canyon. Birds chirp. A new day begins, indifferent to pain. Tala walks along the dry creek, gathering herbs and filling a clay jug with spring water. Her knife is never far from reach. Int. Shelter morning. Jack wakes. Tries to sit. Winces in pain. Notices the leather tie. He tugs it. Jack. Choked voice. You afraid I'll run? Tala stares at him, unblinking. Tala. No. I'm afraid you'll live. She brings him water. He drinks greedily. Jack. Why'd you help me? Tala. Didn't. A beat. Jack studies her. She walks away. Montage. Passing days. Tala applies crushed herbs to Jack's wound. Jack winces but lets her. Jack tries to stand and falls. Tala ignores him. Jack sharpens a stick into a spear. Tries to fish. Fails. Tala returns with 2 fish. Drops them at his feet without a word. Jack eats slowly, watching her. Grave, sunset, another day. Tala kneels again before the grave. places a single red rock beside it. Tala, Cheyenne whispering, I fed him. I did not name him. He is not mine. A hawk screeches overhead. Int. Shelter, that night. Jack dreams. Murmurs in sleep. His voice trembles. Jack, half conscious. Don't shoot. It wasn't him. You killed the wrong. He wakes with a start. Tala is watching him. Jack. My brother. They were chasing him. They missed. They got me instead. Silence. Tala. The army came for my husband. Took him. Our boy ran. Didn't make it far. A long silence between two souls haunted by different ghosts. Canyon Ridge. Starry night. Tala sits beside Jack. He's awake now. Stronger. They stare at the stars together. Jack. Funny how the dead never leave. Tala. Because the living keep calling them. Jack looks at her. Something stirring in his eyes. Not love. Not yet. But understanding. Distant desert. Next day. Jack and Tala climb a ridge. Jack's wound is healing. He moves slowly, but steadily. They look out to the horizon. In the far distance, riders. A dust cloud rises. Jack's expression turns cold. Jack. They found me. Tala doesn't flinch. Just watches the dust with the calm of someone who's already buried everything that mattered. Tala. You should go. Jack. And leave you here? Tala. You owe me nothing. Jack looks at her. Then at the canyon. Jack. No. I owe you everything. Key themes developed. Survival. Tala's fierce self-reliance helps keep Jack alive, but she herself clings only faintly to life. Distrust. Tala keeps her distance emotionally and physically. Jack doesn't fully trust her either. Ghosts of the past. Both characters are broken. One by guilt, the other by loss. Yet in one another, a mirror appears. Canyon campsite day. The sun rises in slanted light over the canyon walls. The embers of last night's fire still hiss faintly in the wind. Jack, gritting his teeth. I need to go. He tries to push himself up, only to collapse with a groan. Blood darkens his shirt again. Tala, stoic. Storm's coming. You won't outrun it. He looks up at her. Her voice is calm, but the storm is already in her eyes. With effort, she slides her shoulder under his arm and helps him to the fire. They didn't speak of mercy. They spoke in action in survival. Montage. Survival in silence. Tala grinds bitter herbs with a stone pestle, humming an old Cheyenne lullaby. Jack attempts to fashion a fishing spear, his hands clumsy. He shows her how to hold a pistol, checking her stance. She holds it steady, no tremor, no fear. They sit side by the fire under a canyon moon, speaking no words, only the crackling flame between them. Canyon cave night. Rain pelts the stone like war drums. The inside of the cave glows orange from the fire. Tala watches Jack sleep restlessly. Lightning flashes. Her hand grazes the old locket he found earlier, the one buried near the grave. She opens it again, a small drawing of a man and child, faded from time but etched deep in memory. Jack, softly, eyes still closed. He was your husband. Tala, after a pause. And our boy, taken when the bluecoats came. Her voice is void of tears. Grief has already done its weeping. Jack turns to face her. There's a long silence between them. Jack, the law's hunting me. Says I'm a thief, a killer. Maybe I am. But that deputy I shot, he wasn't clean. He drew first, after he shot my brother in the back. Tala stares into the fire. Tala, justice dies, many ways. You just buried yours. They didn't forgive, but they understood pain. That was enough. Canyon riverbed day. The water flows thinly. Jack limps along the riverbank, skin pale. Tala trails behind, collecting dry grasses for poultices. Suddenly, he stops. His hand goes to his revolver. Jack tense. Shoo. In the distance, hoofbeats echo, faint but growing. Riders. Through a shimmer of heat, 6 men crest a ridge. rifles slung, dust cloaking their presence like war ghosts. Jack turns to Tala. Jack, they're close now. Not just after me, if they find you, too. Tala pulls her knife from her belt and doesn't blink. Tala, then we don't run. Training sequence. Building trust in danger. Jack shows her how to string wire traps between canyon stones. Tala sharpens obsidian-tipped arrows with methodical precision. Jack positions makeshift spike traps under canyon ridges. Tala practices with the pistol under Jack's eye, her aim perfect. They create a kill box between two ridges, narrow enough to control. Cave, night before the stand. Jack finishes whittling a stake. Tala places turquoise beads and feathers at the cave's entrance. Jack, for luck. Tala, for those who'll guide us. Jack eyes her hands, calloused, capable, scarred like his. His voice softens. Jack, if I don't make it. Tala cuts in. Then die with your back straight. Like a man should. They lock eyes. There's no kiss. No soft music. Just mutual respect, forged in fire. There's a bond deeper than blood. It's born from shared scars and silence understood. Night, top of canyon wall. They watch the torches flicker below as the posse sets camp. Tala stands beside Jack, a warrior reborn. She draws war paint under her eyes. Jack ties a strip of his shirt around her wounded hand. Jack, when this ends. Tala interrupts. Then it ends. A final nod. A pact of survival. No promises. Just fire in their veins. Canyon narrows, night. A blood-red moon hangs low in the sky, casting a crimson glow over the jagged canyon walls. The wind is still, heavy with tension. Jack and Tala lie hidden in the shadows among boulders and brush. Blood soaked the land long before their stories crossed. But this night, this one would be remembered. In the distance, the posse rides slowly into the narrow passage. Their torches flicker, horses uneasy beneath them. They're unaware the canyon is now a trap. Fire trap sequence. A horse whinnies. The first rider plunges into a concealed pit, screaming as he breaks his leg. The second rider's horse hits a taut wire. An arrow fires from the brush and buries deep into the man's chest. He falls backward with a thud. Gunfire erupts. Jack, crouched behind a large boulder, returns fire, picking off a third man cleanly. Tala dashes through the brush, lighting dry fire lines soaked in oil. Flames leap up, disorienting the remaining men as smoke fills the canyon. In the language of the broken, fire speaks first. Direct hit cinematic action. A fourth rider charges through the smoke. Jack spins, hits him mid-charge. Tala is grabbed by a fifth man in the confusion. He grabs her hair. Posse rider. Got you now, savage. She slams an obsidian blade into his throat, clean and silent. He crumples. A sixth man, the last, retreats. Jack lets him run. Jack, let him tell the tale. Smoke clears. Silence returns. Fire final showdown. Suddenly, a gun cocks. Jack turns. It's Sheriff Harlan. Mid-60s. Cold. Grizzled. Wearing a badge dulled by time and blood. He steps out of the shadows, revolver raised. Jack is backed toward the edge of a cliff. Harlan, you think helping a redskin redeems you? Jack, breathing heavy. No. But she gave me a reason to try. Harlan, she'll slit your throat in your sleep. You forget what her kind did. Tala, stepping into view, blood-streaked. No. But I remember what yours did. Harlan raises his pistol. Gunshot. Jack's revolver smokes. Sheriff Harlan stumbles back, then falls. Off the cliff. Gone. Broken heart aftermath. EXT. Canyon Ridge, moments later. Jack falls to his knees, clutching his side, bleeding, bad. Tala rushes to him, rips her shawl, ties a tight bandage. Tala, softly, trembling. You die here. I'll be alone again. Jack, weak smile. Then I won't. He touches her cheek. She closes her eyes. For the first time, she lets herself be held. Sunrise over mountains weeks later. Sunrise. EXT. Canyon dawn. Smoke curls from a small campfire. A pot steams. Bread bakes over coals. The canyon looks different now. Wild green shoots sprouting from scorched earth. Hope returning. Jack, arms still bandaged, gently helps Tala plant wild herbs where the graves once were. She places a turquoise bead at the base of a sapling. Canyon exit. Daybreak. Two horses trot side by side along the trail. Jack and Tala ride together, silhouetted against the rising sun. Her long braid flows behind her. His hat tips into the wind. They ride forward, not looking back. Some souls get lost in the desert. Others find the one soul that keeps them walking through it. Sometimes, healing comes from the most broken of hands. If this story moved you, if you believe love and redemption still have a place in the dust, then like this video. Subscribe for more stories of the forgotten, the fierce, the ones who don't make the history books but live forever in legend. And tell us in the comments, would you have helped a stranger if it meant risking everything? The frontier remembers the brave and the broken, and sometimes the ones brave enough to be both.